Hello and welcome to the kitchen table. It's Alison Southern here, Team Vicar of Melksham Team Ministry. It's really good to meet with you again. I don't usually have my dog collar on when I'm doing the midweek chats at the table, but today I've just come from St Andrew's Church. It's not somewhere I've been for a long time, but I went in there to do some filming for the school leavers service for Forest and Sandridge School. Hannah, our Children's and Families Coordinator, joined me, and keeping a very safe social distance, we took a service. We did a talk for the young people who are about to leave Forest and Sandridge School and to move into secondary schools, be it the Oak or elsewhere. Usually at this time of year, the service is held in St Andrew's Church and it is packed with the younger children coming along to say goodbye to the older children, and mums and dads, nannies and granddads, all coming to see the service that celebrates everything that's gone on before in the school life of their children. It's always good fun, it's always emotional, there's nearly always tears. So it felt very different for Hannah and I today. We were there in the church which was empty, a church that should have been full of young people, and yet it was really important to let them know how rooted they are in the family of God. All the way through their school life in Forest and Sandridge, they have been learning about God's love for them. When you walk into the building, everything that is up on the walls, the displays, the words that are used, focusing on that relationship between God and everyone that is in that place. That's a really strong foundation. And we were thinking about that, and we were trying to look at that in terms of what does that mean for those young people as they go from that place into secondary schools, and then beyond secondary schools into their lives. We were talking about the strong foundation that a love of God in your life brings you. As I was thinking about what we were going to be doing, it really made me think about those young people whose names we were placing on a ribbon today and placing on the oak tree in the churchyard as a symbol of them growing into everything that they might be. Of course, for each and every child and for the names that we placed on that tree, the future will be very different. Some may have a very clear sense of what they want to do. Some may grow up to be famous. Some may grow up to be doctors. Some may be lawyers. Some may be priests. Some may be working in shops and in hairdressers. Wherever it is, whatever they do, if they can do that rooted in that knowledge that God loves them, then they will find a richness in that that is theirs for a lifetime, and a stability, a sense of themselves that money can't buy. What does that mean for you and for me? How can we help these young people as they make their journey through life? There are so many young people now just about to leave secondary school, about to embark on universities. And they're going to look so different this year. In this post-COVID world, there is so much uncertainty. And just as they begin to leave school or education and move out into the world, for the last few decades it's been getting harder. But now it's in an even stranger place that they step into. I was talking with some friends the other day and we talked about the 1970s and how easy it was to step into a job and try it. And if you didn't like it, you could come back out and you could try something else. The opportunities were there. The job market was a very different place. Nowadays, our life is so much more uncertain. But as Christians and as the family of God, how can we help our young people as they make that transition? Moving into the workplace, when a workplace may not exist, is going to be incredibly difficult. That rite of passage, if you like, of growing into your own identity will be challenged. So are you up for the task of helping them? Whether it's by social media, whether it's about talking from a 2-metre distance in your garden, in your park, in the shopping queue, I just think it's going to be more important now than ever for us to be intergenerational, for us to really get to know and understand the young people that are in our midst and in our world and in our lives, and to be the ones that can help them on the way, to show them that actually they are not on their own. The passage for this morning in the daily prayer comes from chapter 12 of Luke's Gospel, and it's one that we've listened to before from the kitchen table. But this morning's is, I tell you not to worry about your life. Don't worry about having something to eat or wear. Life is more than food or clothing. Look at the crows. They don't plant and harvest, and they don't have storehouses or barns, but God takes care of them. You are much more important than any birds. It's true that no matter what we face in our world, we don't face it on our own. We face it with God who loves us and with Jesus who walks with us. But for you and for me, the reality, of course, is that there will be days where we worry because we are human. And for young people, there will be days where they cannot see a way forward. But with you by their sides, listening to them, encouraging them, helping them to find the gifts and the talents that are theirs, and making them ready to step into the world whenever it's ready to open up to them, will be a really important job. Whether it's about as we begin to gather in worship and make that a place that is welcoming and encouraging, or whether it's just about us walking down the street and smiling and saying to youngsters, how are you today? When was the last time you did that to a teenager that you might not know? Maybe we should try it. Let's be that community that loves and cares for each and every level of our community, for the elderly and for the youngest, and everything in between. So maybe your challenge over the next few weeks is to just talk to somebody who looks like they might be a youngster who needs somebody to listen to them. I hope you're really blessed by it, as I hope they're blessed by you. Take care. See you again tomorrow night. God bless.